Good morning, students. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 5 of science, whose title is acid, bases and salts. You use many substances in your daily life. All of these do not have the same taste. Some are sour, some are bitter, whereas some others may be sweet or some may be tasteless. There are given the example of some substances like lemon, tamarind, common salt, sugar and vinegar. If you taste them, they have different taste. So in this chapter we will come to know about is their taste is linked to their acidic or basic nature. There is a table 5.1 in which the name of some substances is given like lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar, curd, tamarind. All these five substances, or we can say solutions, are sour in taste, sugar is sweet in taste, common salt is salty in taste, amla is sour in taste, baking soda is bitter in taste, grapes and unripe mango is again sour in taste. So you will fill this table by writing their taste. So on the basis of the taste, the substances can be classified into acids, bases or salts. If I talk about curd, lemon juice, orange juice, vinegar, you have already seen that these are sour in taste. So we can say the substances which are sour in taste, they are called acids and their chemical nature is acidic. The term acid has come from the Latin word acid, which means sour. So we can say the substances which have sour taste, they are acidic in nature. On the other hand, the substances which are not sour, or we can say which have bitter in taste, they are basic in nature and they are called bases. So on the basis of the taste we can classify the substances into acids and bases. Here is given a table in your book in which the name of certain acids and bases are given on the basis, and you can tell what type of acid is present in that substance. For example, in vinegar, acetic acid, unstrict formic acid. In the same way, citrus fruits have citric acid, curd has lactic acid, spinach oxalic acid. And in the same way, there is given the example of a certain bases also, like lime water, window cleaner, soap, milk of magnesia, and the name of the bases is given which is present in these substances. Now firstly I will describe you about the acid. As I told you earlier that acid word is taken from the Latin word acid, which means sour. So the substances which are sour in taste like lemon juice, tamarind, curd, vinegar, etc., all these are called acids. Acids can be classified into two categories. First one is organic acid, second one is inorganic acid. Organic acids are the naturally occurring acids. The acids which are present in fruits and vegetables are called naturally occurring acids. These are generally weak acids. Many of our food items contain such weak acids in varying amounts, and these are called organic acids. Okay, so organic acids are those acids which are mainly present in fruits and vegetables. Next one is mineral acids. Mineral acids, as you are looking, these are called inorganic acids. The acid which we obtain from the minerals are called mineral acids or inorganic acid. These are generally strong acids like sulfuric acid. Here is given the formula of sulfuric acid: H2SO4, nitric acid, HNO3. HCl is hydrochloric acid, H3PO4 is you can say phosphoric acid. So all these are the inorganic acids and these are generally strong acids. Now there is given a concept of concentrated and dilute acid. A solution which contains maximum amount of the acid is called concentrated acid. If the amount of acid is more, that so the solution of the acid is called concentrated acid. But if we mix water into the acid and the amount of water is more than the acid, in that case we see that this is a dilute acid. So dilute and concentrated means, dilute means more amount of water and less amount of acids, whereas concentrated means more amount of acid and less amount of water. Now next topic is uses of acids. If I talk about the uses of acid, first one is HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. It is used for cleaning tiles, cleaning iron sheets before galvanization. Galvanization is the process of coating of a layer of zinc on iron to prevent it from rusting. So whenever we are doing the process of galvanization, we clean it with the help of hydrochloric acid. Next one is in preparation of chlorides and chlorine gas. Next one is for extracting glue from the bones. In the same way, it is used in the textile industries for dyeing. Now the next uses are of nitric acid, that is HNO3. It is also a very important acid. This is used for preparing fertilizers, explosives, dyes and drugs, and it is also used in the refining of gold and silver. Next one is sulfuric acid. If I talk about H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, it is very important acid which is used for preparing fertilizers, detergents, plastics, synthetic fibers. It is used in petroleum industry for refining. It is used in cleaning metal surfaces before electroplating. Electroplating is the process of coating a layer of any metal or another metal, that is called electroplating. Have you seen the coating of gold on silver article? So that is done with the help of electroplating process. So before that process, metals are cleaned with the help of sulfuric acid. And you use inverters in your homes. In inverters we use a battery in which acid is filled. That acid is also sulfuric acid. So we come to know that acids are very important in our daily life. Okay, clear students?